Welcome, everyone. Today, we're jumping right into this explainer to unpack a fundamental economic concept that literally touches every single one of us every single day, whether we actually realize it or not. We're going to explore exactly why the value of our money is slowly, almost imperceptibly decreasing over time. We've all felt that pinch at the checkout counter, right? That lingering feeling that our cash just isn't stretching quite as far as it used to. Well, there's a very specific mechanical reason for that. We're dealing with what we call an invisible thief. It's a force that doesn't break into your house, it doesn't hack into your bank account, and yet it systematically takes away your wealth. So let's get ready to uncover exactly how this works. I want you to take a quick second and picture something with me. Imagine reaching into your wallet and pulling out a crisp, brand new $100 bill. You're holding it in your hands. It's got a specific weight, that specific look, and a firmly printed number 100 right there in the corners. Now, imagine that same $100 bill secretly shrinking right inside your wallet while you just go about your day. I mean, the physical paper doesn't change, the number 100 doesn't change, but as the prices of literally everything around you rise, the actual substance of what that bill represents gets smaller and smaller. This is the core question we are answering today. Why is the value of your dollars decreasing? Why does it feel like your hard-earned money is slowly evaporating, even when you haven't spent a single dime of it?
The core takeaway here is simple. Same dollars, less buying power. It's an absolutely vital concept to wrap your head around. See, just because you have a $100 bill in your pocket today, it absolutely does not guarantee that it's going to maintain that exact same purchasing power next year. The nominal value, the actual number written on the paper, stays exactly the same. But the real value, what that piece of paper can actually trade for in the real world, that is constantly in flux. When prices rise, the purchasing power of your money falls. It's an inverse relationship. You're holding the exact same dollars, but suddenly those dollars are capable of doing way less work for you. They buy fewer goods, they secure fewer services, and ultimately, they offer less financial security. Okay, so let's dive into Hamza's grocery basket test. Let's look at a highly relatable real-world scenario to really illustrate this. Meet our protagonist, Hamza. Hamza's a young working professional, and like a lot of us, he earns his paycheck and heads over to the store for a simple, routine grocery run to stock up on everyday essentials. He's not out there buying luxury goods or making wild investments. He's literally just trying to purchase his standard basket of groceries. Let's walk through this timeline together. At point 1 on our timeline, which represents today, Hamza walks into the store, fills his basket with his usual items, and asks the shopkeeper for the total. It's $100 flat. He hands over his crisp $100 bill, grabs his groceries, and goes home. Pretty simple, right? But now let's fast forward exactly 1 year. We arrive at point 2. Hamza goes back to the exact same store, fills his basket with the exact same items, but this time, when he gets to the checkout counter, the price tag has jumped. That very same basket now costs $112. The contrast here is super clear. Today, the basket is $100. Next year, it's $112. And here's the kicker. The contents of the basket haven't improved at all. The groceries aren't higher quality, and there isn't more food in the basket. The underlying value of the goods is absolutely identical. But Hamza's original $100 bill, which was perfectly sufficient today, can no longer buy those exact same everyday items next year. His money stayed the same, but the world around his money shifted. His purchasing power has been dramatically reduced simply by the passage of time. So the crucial point we need to focus on is this specific $12 gap. That $12 difference, that is everything. That's the extra money Hamza now has to pull out of his pocket just to tread water. He has to spend $12 more simply to maintain the exact same standard of living he had the previous year. He isn't getting ahead, he's actually falling behind unless his income miraculously increases by at least that same $12 margin. This number perfectly represents the physical toll of our invisible thief. It's the direct measurement of how much purchasing power Hamza lost over the course of just one single year on a basic basket of everyday groceries. Which brings us to the culprit, the hidden thief, inflation. Now, what's really interesting about this is the great mystery behind it all. What exactly caused this jump? I mean, if the groceries didn't change and the $100 bill didn't change, what is this force that stepped in between Hamza and his standard of living? Well, it's inflation. By definition, inflation is the invisible thief that slowly erodes the purchasing power of your money over time, causing the exact same goods to cost more. It's this hidden mechanical force working within the economy. When we talk about inflation, we're talking about exactly what happened to Hamza. It's the real reason why savings sitting idly in a drawer are actually losing real value every single day. Inflation basically dictates that as time marches forward, the cost of living marches upward, leaving your static money with less and less power to provide for your needs. It's practically a universal tax on the purchasing power of your cash. So we've seen how a crisp $100 bill can completely fail to buy a year later what it easily bought today. We've watched Hamza lose ground on his basic everyday expenses, forced to pay a $12 premium just to keep his life exactly the same. And we've unmasked inflation as a systemic, mechanical force driving this erosion of wealth. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final provocative thought to really ponder. If inflation is indeed the invisible thief silently shrinking your dollars right now, what are you doing today to protect your buying power for tomorrow? Understanding this foundational shift in how money works is really just the beginning. The next step is recognizing its true impact on your own wallet and figuring out how you can outpace the thief. Thanks for joining me for this analysis. Keep learning, keep questioning, and we'll catch you next time.